Thank you so much for sharing, and I hope you'll keep sharing with one another over coffee hour. When we remember the people that we love who brought us here, it keeps them alive with us. For each of these ancestors remembered here in community today, and for the many more we carry with us in our hearts, imaginations, and memories, we are so grateful. May our ancestors know that we are okay deep down, and may they be there for us on those occasions when we are not. May they receive our gratitude and hold us in our shared responsibility for the world that's been and the one that's still unfolding before us. And may the bond between us, remembered through practice, be one of respect, truth, and love. 21 years ago, the International Council of 13 Indigenous Grandmothers was first formed. They shared this statement that I'm about to read, announcing their mission and purpose to the world. We gathered from the 4 directions in the land of the people of the Iroquois Confederacy. We came here from the Amazon forest, the Arctic Circle of North America, the great forest of the American Northwest, the vast plains of North America, the highlands of Central America, the Black Hills of South Dakota, the mountains of Oaxaca, the desert of the American Southwest, the mountains of Tibet, and from the rainforest of Central Africa. Affirming our relations with traditional medicine peoples and communities throughout the world, we have been brought together by a common vision to form a new global alliance. We are the International Council of 13 Indigenous Grandmothers. We have united as one. Ours is an alliance of prayer, education, and healing for our Mother Earth, all her inhabitants, all the children, and for the next 7 generations to come. We are deeply concerned with the unprecedented destruction of our Mother Earth, the contamination of our air, waters, soil, the atrocities of war, the global scourge of poverty, the threat of nuclear weapons and waste, the prevailing culture of materialism, the epidemics which threaten the health of Earth's peoples, the exploitation of indigenous medicines, and with the destruction of indigenous ways of life. We believe that our ancestral ways are vitally needed today, and we come together to nurture, educate, and train our children. We come together to uphold the practice of our ceremonies. We come together to protect the lands where our peoples live, to safeguard the collective heritage of traditional medicine, and to defend the earth herself. We join with all those who honor the Creator and all who work and pray for our children, for world peace, for the healing of our Mother Earth, for all of our relations. I share this with you because it gives me hope. It fills me with gratitude. It inspires me to reflect on what I can do, give, be, and offer. I believe in the power of grandmothers to accomplish extraordinary things because they already have. These 13 women saw devastation around them and determined to gather and do something about it. They made a plan and shared it out loud. This is how all the best commitments begin, by the way. They're still at it. The eldest of the 13 grandmothers, among those still living, turned 100 this past summer. She continues to gather, plan, share it out, and work for this way of being in the world. She has my gratitude. There's no reason she'd need it or know about it. So that can't be what's meaningful about my gratitude. It's not necessarily that it's received by her, but that it's offered. I am bowing in her direction. As we enter this month and our theme of nurturing gratitude, I want to share that I understand this as part of how we locate ourselves in the world and across time. My gratitude informs which direction I'm bowing in. It's a basic building block of spiritual living. It's foundational, approachable, and a good place to begin. Saying thank you is easy when you develop the habit. Feeling thankful, letting appreciation fill you up and motivate you is a bit harder, but it's still within reach. When we endeavor to make a change in our living, we are often encouraged to begin with gratitude. It awakens our awareness of the present moment and our ability to inhabit it fully, to notice all that we have in relation to what we imagine we need or are longing for. Rabbi Tarfon, one of the ancient sages, speaking to us from around year 100 of the Common Era, said, "It is not upon you to finish the work, neither are you free to desist from it." We are alive inside of lineage and tradition. We are continuing the work that others began, and it will go on after we've gone. Ancestors and teachers came before us, and we are the future ancestors and teachers of the yet-to-be-born generations. The 13 grandmothers, along with many others, locate themselves in time with consideration for 7 generations. The 7 generations that preceded them and the 7 generations who will follow. It's a useful philosophy for times like these, and I invite you to engage with it and to take Rabbi Tarfon's wisdom with you as you do. Fearlessly look and observe yourself in this long timeline that stretches 200 years to either side of you, and it will take your breath away. Let's linger a moment and expand the meaning and purpose of ancestors, because I do not mean to limit your sources of inspiration or the directions in which you might bow and give your gratitude. Ancestors might be like these of our body of blood and bone. Ancestors might be of the lands that we inhabit and carry stewardship for. Ancestors might be your teachers and your teachers' teachers, people who have informed and developed your gifts, talents, hard work, knowledge, and contributions. Ancestors might be of a lineage or tradition you affirm or belong to. If you're a UU, then we have UU ancestors in common. It's part of identity and belonging to acknowledge our shared ancestry in this way. Ancestors might even be beyond human form. Mountains, trees, rocks and rivers, surely these are our ancestors too. Your ancestors have conspired to bring you to this sanctuary, this way of being, in this body and on this day. Maybe what you know of them has drawn you towards them, onto a path they would have chosen for themselves. And maybe what you know of them has pushed you from them to an alternative or even oppositional way of being, into new possibilities. It's worth considering. In the words of talking heads, you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? Let the answer be as big, glorious, and full-orbed as it wants to be. I invite you to welcome all of your ancestors into your heart, even and maybe especially those that are difficult or complex for you. In time and with practice, bowing to them will feel natural and important. I was in a grocery store one afternoon, and I overheard a mother say to her child, "We don't trust folks that aren't in a good relationship with their ancestors." It stuck with me because on that particular day, I knew she meant me, and I knew it was true. A few years later, my grandma Roxy would die, and everything I'd come to know about being in relationship with my ancestors would shift and transform all over again. But my life of practice was forever changed that day in the grocery store, when the truth offered by a passing stranger just stuck right to me. I had no relationship with my ancestors. It wasn't on my radar. I'd never considered it, much less learned to value it or begun to practice with it. Truth has a way of opening us up and preparing us to receive things we might not otherwise be able to. And that truth hit home so hard that I was immediately ready to accept that being out of relationship with my ancestors made me somehow less trustworthy. It was after years of practice that I came to understand why. To offer gratitude to your ancestors, to bow in their direction, is to acknowledge that you got here together, because of or in spite of them. Either way, you couldn't be here without them. You've heard it said that we're able to observe all that we do because we've placed our feet on the shoulders of giants. This was made popular by Sir Isaac Newton, referencing his ancestors in the field of science, Galileo and Kepler, extending them his gratitude. But the concept predates his usage by more than 7 generations. To be in relationship with your ancestors is to share the credit, the blame, and the responsibility for where we are. It's to learn to say with joy and ease, "I'm here because of you," but also, "I'm yours because I'm here. With my whole life, I honor you. Dream through me. I am a product of your dreaming. Repay your debts through me, karmic and otherwise. Let me be your hands and heart at work in the world of the living. I remember you. I am of you and not other than you. You are here with me, and your goodness, the best of you, is made more present by my practice." Returning once more to Rabbi Tarfon, it is not upon us to finish the work. Neither are we free to desist from it. These are hard times. And I believe gratitude, and especially offering it to our ancestors, is critical to our ability to stay present, resisting, and resilient. In the words of those who sew, and grandmothers all over America, we've got our work cut out for us. Gratitude reminds us that we are in it together. We can give away more credit and take more responsibility simultaneously, honoring those that came before us in all their stunning complexity. Showing them our ongoing appreciation makes the hard work easy, and us all the more trustworthy. Have you ever watched a kid learn to ride a bike? Those first few pumps on the pedals, so effortful, putting their full body weight first into the right foot, the left foot. And then you see the pride emerging on their faces as they figure it out. and put the thing in motion. Gratitude, inside of this image, memory, metaphor, is not the effort of pedaling or the attempt to generate momentum. It's the parent quietly holding you upright, keeping you from falling as you bravely struggle to learn something new. They let go and you're on your way, riding, flying, free. Try it. You're invited to take on this practice of honoring and expressing gratitude to your ancestors all month long. If you want help, let me know. I've got time for you. Explore your ancestor realm. Feel yourself surrounded by 7 generations in 2 directions, and find it in your heart to say, thank you for teaching me. Thank you for trusting me. You got me going and you let me go. I would not be here without you. May it be so. Amen. Amin. Ashe.